Hello and welcome to the 8th episode of Gents talking current events. I'm Paul. It's my brother Joe.
Hello.
And our nephew James.
What's going on?
How we doing? Once again, I just want to start off by saying we're just three guys chilling, having some conversations about some of the things going on in the world. So if you get offended, great.
If
Comment,
you
like, subscribe. If you like what we're talking about, let us know. All right.
I want to say before we start that all three of us feel like we might be, in a sense, talking a little bit too much about Trump. But I want to just say
He's been in the news.
he's been in the news. And we're a podcast that's talking about current events. I don't know, Joe, if you knew this. The podcast is called Gents Talking Current Events. Just in case you didn't know.
Okay.
So Trump, if anybody else hasn't known, is in the news a lot.
Yes.
So we got to talk about him.
Right.
I think we were a little self-conscious about it, but...
Did you hear he died?
What?
Did you hear he died?
No.
That was...
Wait, is he dead right now, or did he die and came back?
I guess the rumor over the weekend was no one had heard from or seen Trump for 2 days, and everyone just assumed that he was sick, something was wrong with him, his health was bad, and there were even some people that was saying...
Not just some people.
What did you say? You sent me
I think it was 100, over 100, I don't know the exact number, so I don't want to quote it, but I think it was over 100,000 people. You have the statistic?
Yes, so on X, 158,000 posts included the phrase, Trump is dead. And 42,000 stated Trump died.
Now that's just on X, which was formerly Twitter.
That was as of 8 a.m. on Saturday. So he had I think he did.
A press conference that morning or something
No,
like that?
not that morning, but the day before, or maybe Thursday evening. And just because he
Wasn't around?
people just thought that. But the problem is that
But do people actually think he was dead? Or do you think
they
that...
were hoping. And when I say that, I saw TikToks and stuff of people being like, one person was like, this is it. If this is true, I love it. We will celebrate like we've never celebrated before, and this will become an unofficial national holiday. And one person's like, I will be so disappointed if I wake up tomorrow and find out he's still alive. And it's just dislike someone, fine, but wanting them to be dead is
a whole
little
other
different
level.
different aspect. Had you heard anything about it?
No.
Yet? And so then he just came back it was just like, I went up to, I was with family and friends, and I was very busy all weekend. And he's like, but he made a comment that he's like, I don't understand what the problem is. I take 2 days where I don't do a press conference. Biden would take months and he wouldn't do a press conference. And to Trump's, credit, he is
Like very active.
with the media and talking to,
And just...
and when he said that comment, all of the room of the press people laughed because they knew it was true, because Biden did not do press conferences. I don't think he did really many at all.
I mean, well, unfortunately, towards the end, Biden, I felt bad.
His health was declining.
I felt like if that was a relative of mine, that poor guy should have been able to go and enjoy some time with his family and sit on the back patio and watch his grandkids instead of having him go through what he did at his stage where he was health-wise, because he was drifting,
Yeah, he was.
He was having some trouble.
My wife worked in a nursing home for 3 years, and she specifically helped with people with dementia and Alzheimer's. And she said, I'm seeing signs just from what she's able to see on TV, just the way he interacted with the public when he would go out very seldomly. She said, I am seeing signs. So it is very unfortunate that anybody has to go through that. And I would not wish it upon anybody, especially the president, someone who's leading the country. But you are right. I think there was a time for and I think I even mentioned it to you, Paul. I don't think anybody's heard from Biden in 3 months.
Well,
And I was like, is he? And there was people kind of going around, is he dead? What's going on? Is everything okay? And it really shouldn't have been joked about. But if you're missing for 3 months and then people start questioning you, but then you're gone for 2 days and the whole entire internet explodes with hope and glee.
Then there
It's
was
really sad.
some video that they were throwing some garbage bags out of a White House window, like
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
and they were saying that it was because he was sick and they were throwing out his like diapers and stuff. I don't know.
Wait, they said that?
Or like dirty sheets or something, which I don't understand why you would be throwing anything
Out the window.
He claims that it has to be fake because those windows don't even open,
I was going to say it's probably AI.
and that they're
Yeah. So that was I saw that he said it was AI, and I saw that he said that that has to be fake and all this stuff. But you know what I think it was is I think Trump just either he was just making something up because he was just saying like, hey, it was probably just AI. Hey, I don't even think that those. You're good. Just get it clipped back on. I don't even think that those windows. I don't even think those windows open. I think he was just straight up saying like, he was just saying something. I don't think he actually was.
Who knows what it was?
Because it was.
It doesn't make any sense to me on why you would throw any. I don't throw anything out of my upstairs window.
No.
So to me, I would lean to more to believe that it's fake.
Are they doing reconstruction on that part of the?
Well, that's the
White
other
House?
thing. But
And then they were like, we're to either carry this down however many flights of
but it
stairs
was
and
a
across.
bag. It was a black
I'm
bag, and then there was
it was
like
a
a
black
white item.
In the
Like-
80s and the 90s, when they would have the songs that we would watch on MTV, when a guy broke up with his girlfriend, she'd throw all his stuff out the front window
Yeah, was that what's happening?
on the front yard.
Maybe it was Melania. She got mad. She started throwing stuff out. But I mean, honestly, like I don't throw anything out my upstairs window. He's like, I don't even know what room would that be.
Yeah, but to go back to from my episode
I was
a
just
couple
gonna
ago,
bring that up.
society. My point is being made again that society is degrading. If you wish or are hopeful at someone's death, you need help. You need to talk to somebody about something that's going on in your own life. To wish that upon somebody else, let alone, doesn't make it any better or worse, but let alone the president of the United States, it's going to cause turmoil.
But I think
it's gonna cause pain,
the problem is that I don't think very many of these people would post or would say the stuff that they say in public at work
of course not.
in front of people.
No.
I think social media is, I'm starting to believe that, yeah, you're right. Society is turning, what did you say?
It's degrading.
Degrading. And I think social media is
But
definitely helping it out because the comments, it's just so much that.
But I wouldn't, if I ever post anything on social media, I view it as if I am speaking this out my own mouth.
Sure.
That people are going to see it. You, my family, my friends are going to see it. So I'm not going to say anything on social media that I would not say to someone to the face.
Right.
So even like there, if that's the case, then once again, social media has taken society's filter just completely
And
offline.
gone.
Well, I
And-
also feel like, when you live in a development and there might be like a development page,
Yes.
and you got a guy that's 12 houses down the street and he's yelling and he's bashing the guy that's 12 houses up the street. You know what I mean? Like,
that happens?
Oh, yeah.
Like, he's mad and he's yelling and they're in there firing off, line after line. I just look at it, I read it, I giggle because I'm like,
Now, do you think if that guy was walking down the street and he was the other, this guy was walking down the street and this guy was
No, they
cutting
would
his
not
lawn
have
out
that same
front,
kind of
they
conversation.
waved, would they ever have that same kind of conversation?
Or it's like
or they would have a gentleman's
Joe,
conversation.
Joe lives on a golf course here, and the kids might be out on the course doing something. Instead of parents or an adult going out and telling them, "Hey, you shouldn't be doing this," they just go to social media to complain about it.
Jeez.
Yeah, on the page.
The neighborhood page, they're just complaining about neighbors. Mm-hmm. I have an issue with my neighbor right now. I ain't complaining about it on the social media. I'm gonna wait. I've been waiting a very long time to try to, because I rarely see him. I'm gonna wait for the moment to be able to come up to him and talk to him in person. Say, this is the issue that I'm having. Can we get it fixed? And if it doesn't get fixed,
I mean,
because it's a pretty big deal, then go to some other ramifications, like maybe contacting the city and seeing what we can do to possibly get this fixed, because it's a hazard to my son. But I'm not going to post it on social media. I'm not going to go to these extremes before talking to him in person and having a gentleman's conversation. You know what I mean?
well, and we got some of that hate with one of our TikToks.
We're on TikTok, by the way.
Talking about
And for the first time, we said we were going to boycott TikTok. For the first time, 2 TikToks in a row, which we've posted like 12 or 14, have not been banned or restricted or whatever it's called.
because TikTok realizes that the people want this.
Oh,
They want us, our opinions, right?
They want
Joe?
cigars.
They want cigars, smoking, and
conservative.
I wouldn't say that we're
No, yeah, but I'm just saying like
just our opinion.
it's our opinions, and it wasn't even like you said if you don't like Trump. It was about the Trump one. If you saw it, great, thank you. Like, comment. If you don't like Trump, let us know. Let's have a conversation. And people were just
Well, it was
straight up
like
hateful.
it's fine to not. I
Yes,
said it's fine
yes.
to not like Trump, but maybe some of the things that he's doing are working. And
And the funny thing is in those words you said, maybe some of the things are working. You're not offering a glowing endorsement. You're not
no,
saying that you love the guy. You're just saying that some things are working, and people attacked us, which is just funny. You know, at the end of the day, it's just funny and hilarious that someone would do that. I would never. I have a hard time commenting on anything. I have a hard time texting people back.
it was the one short that we did that Joe was not involved in, and if he had been, it probably would have been completely different. Right, Joe?
You're the reason.
Well, you know, I bring a whole different element.
Yes, you do.
You're the only gent in this gent stuff.
right.
Yes.
I got the cigars.
Yeah.
I got the lighters that work sometimes.
But speaking of it, we are real close to 1,000.
No. We are not. Well, from last time,
Yeah, so it was
That
2
comment-
weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, we were at 27, 27. Since then, we are now at 40.
What?
So in 2 weeks, we gained, which most of them were gained in 1 week. We unfortunately couldn't record.
And we're
last week.
going live as soon as we hit 50.
This is a
500.
very slow moving boat.
It is. It is a very slow.
It's in the middle of the lake, but there's no wind, there's no sail.
and we
And
have
one of us
we
on
have
the
a
outside of the boat pushing it.
What's that?
We're like, I'm out there like,
Is it Tommy Boy?
hey,
Quit playing with my digging. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
and the problem is you two are on the boat. I'm outside of it trying to, push us. And
No
you have-
lifeguards.
and you have the anchor out.
Oh yeah.
No lifeguards.
I forgot to pull that up.
No swim vest,
No,
right?
right. We're in trouble.
But we're moving. It's
We're getting
exciting.
there.
We're going from a couple hundred views to 1,000 views to 2,000 views. I don't know if it's because we're doing any better or if it's just because YouTube's realizing we're actually trying to do something. But we're just having fun. And
But
go ahead.
I come on the next one with no shirt on.
Oh, yeah.
I bet.
that's what we probably need to start doing.
Getting shirtless people.
There's a lot of
Yeah. Shirtless people, maybe not
And
us.
I bet you TikTok.
we need to find the right shirtless people.
And I bet you TikTok will accept that.
Oh yeah,
They'll forget everything that they've blocked
TikTok
us for.
literally
and
has women breastfeeding,
that's why I'm not. on
which is
social media.
fine. I don't have any
Do
problem.
your
with,
thing,
Yes.
but don't ban us
But we,
or restrict us, whatever it's called. I want to say ban, and then we're not actually banned or whatever it's called. But
the other thing that happened today. is
Today?
they had a big press conference. So there's a committee in Senate, I believe, some Democrats, some Republicans, that are really trying to push and investigate on their own to release the Epstein files. So they had a press conference today.
okay, I didn't see that, but I saw something else I wanted to bring up. So keep going.
So they had a press conference today, and they had some of the victims of Jeffrey Epstein, and they spoke and they talked, and one of them said, "We need this list released and the files released, and we are going to take it upon ourselves to start compiling our own list because we've been the victims. We know who was there. We know who did wrong things."
How many years ago did this happen?
So many years ago.
think
I'm
20
telling you right
or
now.
19, I think it was.
I watched that woman talk, and immediately I thought to myself, I hope she has some kind of security.
Security?
Yes.
Oh, because someone might come after her.
Yes.
Why haven't you talked in 19 years?
Well, but she has. One of them was saying that she was suing the U.S. government because she was trying to bring this to light, and they were just dragging their feet on it. I mark my words, I don't think this will ever come
Come to
light.
fruition?
No.
Even with these victims saying stuff?
No, I don't think so.
Which has got to be very difficult.
Because if you're having a press conference, just start dropping names. Before they had the press conference,
just
the people in the Senate committee that organized this said, America's going to be outraged by what comes out of this press conference. But it was just these women talking about, a few of the experiences, but didn't get into detail, didn't say any names. I think one woman had said that she was on a plane flying to South Africa and Bill Clinton was on it. And she started realizing that if I wanted to get out of this and try telling someone, I'm not going to get any help because there's too many big name profile people involved.
Wow. Is Bill Clinton still alive? He is.
He's still alive.
Clinton, yeah.
So, I just hope that they have some kind of security.
It's too much power. This is the point I wanted to bring up. It is way too much power. Let's say that you had 100 victims, which I know there's a lot more. You had 100.
It's like 1,000.
Yeah, if you had 100 victims that said, we were going to compile a list and we're going to make a list of 10 people. It has been proven, and I'm not trying to say they're lying. I'm not trying to say anything like that, because what they went through is terrible, and they have to relive that.
Yeah, to go through this.
To bring the list back up. And
some of them were saying that it just feels like we're not going to get anywhere, so why even
do it in the first place?
Why even
oh, jeez.
That's sad. But that's the victim
mentality. I get what you're saying.
But
it's been proven that eyewitness account alone is not enough and is not a good enough evidence to convict someone.
No, but according to Pam Bondi, she literally said in one of her press conferences that there's videos, thousands of videos.
So use the videos.
Yes. I just don't understand how.
Take the video. You have facial recognition now. Take the video. Put the facial recognition.
They know it's something else is going on behind the scenes that's just very disturbing.
What I'm trying to say is if they get one name wrong out of 10, that person is going to have their life completely changed. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but then that person can just go ahead and prove that they were not involved.
But it's still going to affect their life if they're the ones that are, if the victims are saying you were on Epstein Island or on the planes or something, it's going to affect their lives. And it's not, I would hope it's not just 10. So I am all for them bringing it, but I would not release that to the public. I would not put a public list out saying we're the victims, here are the X amount of people that we know were in this. I would not release that to the public. I would release that to the government.
Yeah, but
how much you can trust them or not.
But that's what I was saying. But they already have it, and they're not doing anything.
I know. But you
so I feel like one of these women or a group of them need to come forward and somehow be protected and release it and say.
We have to be careful because the government already lost all the technology to go to the moon, and they already lost all the footage of going to the moon.
You're right.
If they can lose all that, they can lose everything else they want.
I just don't understand how this hasn't.
Because there's
like just give like what I said before. Give us something. You don't have to release any files. Just start making arrests.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I don't care who it is.
Mm-hmm.
If it's Bill Clinton, if it's Donald Trump, if it's.
Now, did you see the other thing?
Business people.
Right after that, there was a panel of victims that were all like sitting on like a stage, and the woman said, "The president is like in the hot seat right now. We want to clear this up. Have any of you seen Donald Trump in anything that was going on with Epstein?" And they said no. So now, not that if Donald Trump is in them, I want full recourse being taken because it's not excusable. But
I just think it's bigger than, like, this is the only thing that of late in the past, I would say 12 years, that it seems as if Democrats and Republicans have been in sync with, and that's not releasing this file. They fight on everything else, but this seems to be the only thing, and I feel like all of this thing, the Senate committee that's trying to release it, and these press conferences is just all another big show just to kind of kick the can down the road until they hope that the public forgets about it. But I don't think
they're going to forget about it.
No, we're not going to forget about it. And we shouldn't forget about it. And if you've arrested the man and he supposedly killed himself in prison and you have his wife arrested, then there has to be more. If you've arrested those two, then wrongdoing was done.
Yeah, you're 100% correct.
if they say there's 1,000 victims, he didn't have sex with all 1,000 of those, and he wasn't by himself. That's what I'm trying to say. So the Democrats and Republicans are all in on this together. That's my theory.
Now,
which is terrible.
There's one story that I heard.
Because I'm sorry.
You're right.
Because if Trump was on that list,
It'd be out.
During the Biden administration, they would put it out. Now, why Trump hasn't put it out now, just doesn't make any sense to me. And if he's on the list, then they're all covering up for each other. What do you think?
But to the eyewitness point, there was a story that I heard where a woman was attacked by a man, and she said that this is terrible, I'm going to make sure I remember what he looks like, I'm going to remember what his body shape is like, I'm going to remember what his voice sounds like. And she, for like 2 hours, just dedicated the time to make sure she would be able to find him after the fact if DNA wouldn't work. And this was like back, I think, in 1980 or something like that. There was a panel of 5 people that go in the room, and they stand up in front of her, and with like they clap, click on the lights, and she just goes, "It was him." And they're like, "Whoa, you want to hear him talk?" Nope, it was him, 100% him. They still had them all talking. She's like, "It's 100% him. It is 100% him. I know exactly who it is. I know it is." And he went to prison for that because DNA wasn't a real thing.
No, it wasn't a thing.
He went to prison for that. He went to prison for 30, I think it was 30 years. And DNA testing came out, and they tested the DNA that they collected from that case. They caught she identified the wrong person. And that man went to jail for 30 years, and his whole entire life, his family, everything was affected by that. And is an amazing story, the fact that he said, he told her it was okay, that he accepted her apology, and he was going to move on because his life was different, all that kind of stuff. But in that case, you have someone that was going to dedicate themselves to make sure that they're, now it may be a little different because they're popular people.
That's what I was going to say.
Oh, I see.
I was going to say, in this case,
it might be a little different
if it's the Prince of
Persia,
Wales or something.
If it's Bill Clinton,
or if it's
Donald Trump,
if
you're going to know that person. I see what you're saying.
If it's a big profile name that's in the news, and
that's a very good point. You should. It's not just I know what the guy looks like. It's I know who that person is.
And in one of these, in today, one of the Democrat senators or something came out and said that the Federal Reserve released some files of Epstein's transactions. And there was like something crazy, like 4,500 different transactions in and out of one of his checking accounts or his accounts of over $1 billion. And they knew that a year ago. Like, why don't, I think you can follow those transactions. Who's making the transactions?
It wasn't like crypto was a big thing yet.
No.
And crypto's supposedly untraceable. I don't know anything about it.
I don't know.
It's very frustrating. And I really hope that they get to some resolve because it needs to be taken care of.
I mean, $1 billion today is a crazy amount of money. I don't know how, that was 20 years ago, $1 billion was a real lot of money.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. The whole thing is just a mess. And you're right. It is very...
I'm telling you, right now, in the past 12 years, it's the only thing that Democrats and Republicans have seemed to just stay quiet about it.
You are 100% right, though.
We want to thank our second sponsor, Romeo and Juliet Cigars. Thank you. You saw our podcast.
yes.
You sent us some cigars, a nice sample pack. We appreciate that. We are enjoying these 1875 reserves. Thank you so much.
Fantastic. It's awesome.
I've been smoking these quite a bit last couple of episodes.
The other company that was watching our podcast from last podcast number 7 was Cracker Barrel. They reversed.
Oh, they did. That was big. They contacted us directly.
And their stocks went back up.
They reversed all the decisions they made.
Did their stocks go back up?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think they went up.
Ben sent us the lighter. His stock went up 1%.
But go ahead, what you were saying about Cracker Barrel.
So they reversed the logo, but are they still remodeling?
No.
Remodeling?
I think they reversed everything. Everything.
Wow.
So they went from crappy logo, CEO is so pumped, so excited, customers love this,
Yeah, that everyone, all
Customers
the
love
feedback that she got.
All the workers love this. All the cooks, everybody loves this. They're going to remodel everything to stocks plummet, to everybody was very upset and angry and mad, to now they heard the feedback. They appreciate how everybody loves Cracker Barrel for what it is now. We're not going to change anything. So they're going to keep Old Man Cracker, whatever his name is.
Hester, right?
Yeah. They're going to keep the logo. They're going to keep the store the way it is. Now, their stocks did go back up. I think they kind of came back a little bit. I think that a lot of people were going to Cracker Barrel or trying to find, like, I would assume that though their stocks went maybe down, I would assume that there was a little bit of a drive in customers. I would assume so because everybody's talking about it and stuff like that. I know my wife, after they said they're not going to do it, she mentioned, hey, we should go to Cracker Barrel. You know, we're taking an 8-hour drive at the end of the month. And she was like, we should stop on a Cracker Barrel on the way because they're not changing their stuff. So it was a good decision that they didn't do that. Now, my thought is, do you think this was all planned?
No.
Joe, do you think it was planned? All the Cracker Barrel stuff? Do you think that they planned? No, you don't think so?
No.
Do you think?
I'm on the edge on if they planned it or not. Just because of the way they were so 100% adamant about it. You know, shouldn't you do some sort of a poll, like on Facebook or on,
I think the CEO,
and they should,
I think the CEO
they post it. They say, "What do you guys think of our possible new logo for 2026?" And just see what the comments say. You know what I mean? Like, shouldn't you do something like that, like a trial run? You know what I mean? And not just come full, and then literally like within hours after this immediate explosion.
But it wasn't hours. They took their time.
But I'm saying in hours. I'm saying it wasn't like
Week.
2 weeks. I think it was 3 or 4 days where they went from full on to full off, and they had like. So to me, it's a little like, did they plan this? Like they saw the Sydney Sweeney stuff, and they saw that how the media grinding their teeth at each other drove sales, and they thought maybe if we get the media to grind their teeth at
But
us,
I thought that they already started.
They already started remodeling.
Oh,
I thought they already started remodeling.
a couple stores or something like that.
Because she made comments that our staff and our management, our patrons love it. The few that we've done, and the other management from other locations was saying, "Come and do ours as fast as you can."
Oh, so it wasn't a plan.
No, I think she just wanted to put her name on it, and she probably thought, "Hey, we need to start driving more people into the store," and she thought that
That was a great idea,
That
but it
would
was
be
not
the-
a good idea.
that would be the way to do it.
Once again, one of the longest, and I think you mentioned this, one of the longest running brands saying the same is going to change. No, don't do that.
Right.
That was not. I think it's hilarious. And once again, people are listening to our podcast. Very important people. I know we only had like 80 something views on our last episode, but at least one of them was the CEO of Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
One of the right ones was listening.
Yeah.
One of the right ones.
Actually, speaking of it,
It's like 1 billion right now.
I actually did play last week because it hit 1.1 billion.
no, it's tonight. They didn't know when. It's 1.3 billion tonight. On your way home,
Pick up a ticket.
yes, you have to. And don't be like me, who went 2 days ago when it was 1.1 billion, and I accidentally bought Mega Millions instead of the Powerball.
You could have won,
But Mega
You
Million,
could have won.
Mega
Mega
Million
Millions.
winner is still going to be good.
Oh yeah.
but not 1.3 billion.
But I watched a whole episode of people that win the lottery and their life just goes to crap,
Because you had to have a brain about it.
and they're
But
broke afterwards.
give me a chance.
Yes.
Actually, I don't want to win the lottery.
Why not?
I would much rather have one of you two win the lottery, or somebody else that I know will give me some money.
I wouldn't give you any money.
Oh,
If I win, I won't tell anybody, but there'll be signs. These cigars will be lead. I mean, gold
Lead?
rolled,
and he died in 3 days.
gold rolled.
And the news says, eccentric lottery winner dies 3 days after winning because he bought lead-laced cigars.
I don't know. What would you do first? You win the lottery?
I don't think I would tell anybody. I would give you money. Okay, and the only reason why I'm saying that is so that way you would give me money.
yes,
No,
of course.
I would give all my family money, but I would not tell anybody for a long time. Like, I would want everybody to forget about the fact that
So
someone won the lottery.
in our neighborhood, we have you've been booed at Halloween. You know, people come by, and they drop a basket off of goodies at your front door, and they bang on your front door, and then you got to put
they want to raid.
you got to put this little like ghost in your window that says you've been booed.
Mm-hmm.
And then you are supposed to do 2 more houses.
Two more
and
houses.
then those
so it
people
just kind of like
so
takes
2,
over.
4,
and then
8.
it just ventures.
So I would just go around and drop off bushel baskets full of $100 bills.
Yes, if you won the lottery.
And they
Do you
wouldn't
need
know.
my address?
And they wouldn't know who it is.
That'd be really nice. First thing I would do is pay everything off. Wouldn't quit my job. I would just. Oh, that'd be so hard not to, though. And I would just try to live almost exactly like I am, but behind the scenes, just not change anything.
If I suddenly book a 180-day world cruise, I won the lottery. I'm gone. It would be the next day.
I mean, what's the harm? The only harm I see.
If you want $1 billion, you'd fill out the whole cruise ship with everybody you know.
I wouldn't want to have everybody there.
You could just pay for the whole cruise. You
buy
just pay the whole boat
Buy a cruise ship.
at that point.
How
But
much does a cruise ship cost?
I don't know.
Oh,
You
yeah.
have to look it up.
They're expensive. They're as
What-
much as you would win.
That would be. I would be one of those people that would have no money.
Yeah.
Why does Paul have no money? He bought a cruise ship, the whole cruise ship, not just 1
He
week.
didn't even pay his house off.
Yeah.
He bought a cruise ship. Doesn't know how to run it.
Doesn't know how to run
Doesn't know how
it,
to do anything. It's just sitting in port.
and now he's in the middle of the Atlantic, just
No
floating
power.
around. Yeah.
The average new cruise ship costs $500 million to $2 billion.
Wow.
Sheesh. I'm going on a cruise at the end of the month. That's what I'm doing. But is there only negative I can see of everybody knowing that you won the lottery is everybody asking for money.
Oh
Is
no,
there-
people will, because they
is-
say that they get mail and they get phone calls and they get sad stories. My kid is sick, or this and that, or I really am down on some times, and yeah,
So that's really the only negative.
That's why I wouldn't
to
want
everybody knowing.
I wouldn't want to deal with all that, because everybody would expect something, and I just wouldn't. I would be overwhelmed. And
Then you would end up be giving money because you feel bad and you feel like
what are you smiling about?
I wouldn't tell anybody.
you wouldn't tell a
No.
soul.
No.
Now, are some of these lotteries though? Like, do they have to announce you?
No. Mm-mm. Most of them, even the $1 million ones, it's someone won in this city. That's it. You know what I mean?
But when you see the people holding the check,
That's because they chose to be public.
You
I
don't,
wouldn't
you don't
want
have to
to.
even file taxes because they don't even give you it. They give you it less the taxes if you take that option.
Mm-hmm. It's either you take the
My
monthly
tax guy
payment.
wouldn't, my tax guy
cash.
wouldn't even know.
the cash option.
The cash option is like half.
The bank teller would.
Yeah, right. The bank teller will use
I know,
this
where do
massive wad
where
of
do you
money.
even take that much money?
I think what you do is you go to 5 different banks and you say, I've got $500 million I want to put somewhere. Who's going to give me the highest interest rate?
Are you worried about interest rate at that point?
No.
But actually, to be honest with you, if you win that kind of money and you were smart about it and you invested it in real estate or whatever, you really could set up generations.
But could you, what's 4% of 500 million?
A lot. I'll do the
Because let's say you were able to go to a bank and it was 4% interest or 2%. What's 2% interest of 500 million? You know what I mean? Like it's not.
You would actually, to be honest with you, I did the math. It's like 300,000 after taxes. 300.
You only get 300 million?
Yeah.
If you get $1 billion? What? Okay, do 300 million. 300 million
Times
0.05. 0.04.
That's 12 million.
12 million a year.
You could just live off.
I'm going
that.
to tell you right now, if you can't make generational wealth off 12 million a year and you don't have a family member like your kid or someone mess it up, you're not talking about generational wealth. You're talking about, yes, it's generational wealth, but to the 100th degree. You could.
And that's only 4% on your money. I think if you went to somebody with 300 million, you could probably get a little bit better interest rate.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to shoot low.
I mean, if you made 8% on it, then you're making 24
million a year. Oh, jeez, oh, Pete. That'd be nice. That'd be really nice. We should start our
Would you
own
still
lottery.
do the podcast?
Probably. But I would pay to get all the subscribers. So it would look like we're really famous, but we're really not. It's just my money buying all my friends.
Yes. We're at 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
Like that.
I would buy this golf course and there would be 7 people allowed to play here.
Just all the
Could you
time.
imagine?
Just it'd be empty, but
7 people.
7 people, 8 people, 2 foursomes a day.
It'd be
It'd be
great.
the most pristine golf course in Ohio.
Sir, we've mowed this course 3 times today, and do it again. I want it pristine. Another funny story that I don't think either of you two know we're going to talk about. Joe doesn't know anything we're talking about.
Yeah, I come to these things blind.
Is that recently for my son's birthday, he just turned 3. We had him a Chuck E. Cheese birthday party. It was very inexpensive.
Do they still exist?
Yes. Now, they are not like what they used to be. I remember them when I was a kid.
Is there still puke in the balls?
No. First of all, there's no ball pits in any of them I've gone to. When I was a kid, it was very like
Right,
not
they used to have a
good.
ball pit.
It was not good. They had the animatronics, you know, Chucky looked really sketchy. He was like this.
They still is a Chucky.
There still is a Chucky. There's actually more characters now and all this stuff. They used to look really sketchy. It looked like this rat costume has been being used for 20 years. It was not the cleanest place. So we had this birthday party because they're nice now. When you walk in, they put a stamp on your kid's hand. They put a stamp on both parents' hands. No child's allowed to leave unless they have the same matching stamp.
Yeah, sure.
Like they have their security up. They've got a lot of cool games. Everything's very inexpensive. So we just play. We had his birthday party. It was like $150 for 2 hours, 6 kids to just play all they wanted, food, it was great. It was really a lot of fun. And we really enjoy Chuck E. Cheese. My son knows the words Chuck E. Cheese, and he gets pumped when we're saying we're going to go. It's right next to a Sam's Club by us. So when we go to Sam's Club, he has to sit in the cart while we're putting all these groceries in there. We treat him to a little Chuck E. Cheese. Not a big deal. So we had his birthday party. It was fantastic. He was so excited when Chucky came out. It was so excited.
Where are you?
Oh, just wait.
You're
Yeah, I
building
know.
us up
It
to
was so excited when Chucky came out. He was dancing with him, got to give him a high five, giving him hugs. It was just great. Recently, a Chuck E. Cheese employee was arrested in the middle of Chuck E. Cheese while wearing the Chuck E. Cheese costume.
You got put in cuffs?
Full on arrested.
In front of all the kids?
In front of all the kids, full on arrested. And there's body cam footage that was released. And that's why this is coming to light. The cops walk in the door and say to the front lady who stamps, who's in the mouse costume or rat costume, whatever. And they say the person's name and they're like, that's him. And they just straight up walk up to him. The one cop goes, hey, do you want to do this right now? Like, do you actually? And by the way, I wanted to have a surprise topic, so this is my wife's idea. My wife is so adamant about this story. She thinks it's very sad, but very kind of funny at the same time. Do you want to arrest this guy in the costume in front of the kids? And the guy's like, yeah, let's get him right now. So they go. He's in the suit. They ask for his name. He tells them the name, and he starts to put handcuffs. He starts to like resist, and like, don't resist. Don't make a scene in front of these kids. These kids are screaming. They're running around like crazy. If that would have happened at my son's birthday party, I would have been suing the police department. Those kids are watching someone that they love.
I wonder if Chuck E. Cheese is going to try to, like,
oh, they could
be like, hey.
And and then I thought to myself, okay, maybe the crime was like he battered somebody, or he stole a bunch of money, or he is on trial for murder.
For something to a kid.
Yes. Like something bad where this guy's gonna run, you need to capture him, and you need to make sure he's not gonna leave.
I don't think he's running too far if he's still working at Chuck E. Cheese.
And he's in the Chucky costume. He got in trouble for just like swiping someone's credit card, which is not good by any measure. But it's not as much of an impact where you need to arrest the dude in the Chucky costume.
No, I think they could have waited. You could
have waited outside, wait for the dude to get to his car.
Well, he's not until he went on break.
Or they could have just told the staff, "Hey, we need to talk to him. Can you have him go to the back?"
And you know what the funny thing is Chucky's only out for like 20 minutes, maybe. Like he comes out for the birthday parties, and the kids are, everybody's so excited, and then he goes away. Like he just disappears. Probably because that costume's hot. It's a big mouse.
That's crazy.
But it's just, I think it's terrible. Those cops need to not be fired or anything crazy like that, but they need to have a talking to. That's like if you go to Disney World and you've got like Woody and Buzz and they take one of their helmets off.
Yeah.
And the kid's like, what the heck? Like, this is not a character. Like, this is, it just messes them up.
Wasn't what we thought it was.
And so these kids are just watching Chucky get carted off by the police in handcuffs. The other employees are like, what are we supposed to do? What do we do?
What area was this?
Oh, I didn't look at that deep into it. I saw the video and I wanted to know what his crime was and stuff like that, but I didn't look. But that's just so sad. What are you doing?
That's crazy.
You could have done that 50 different ways. Wait till he goes home. Follow him home. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He's, like you said, he's working at Chuck E. Cheese. It's not like he's doing much else.
I mean,
That's
he's,
crazy.
He's the same guy that takes the costume off and goes in the back and delivers pizza
Probably.
to the tables.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's like, okay, my little shift is over. Now I'm delivering pizzas and I'm
Yep.
collecting old plates.
Yeah.
Would you like some more drink?
Would you like to go in my cop car, please?
Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
So that's just a very silly short, but I saw that and I was like, and this is just, it's ironic because we just had the party. And I was thinking to myself, what would I have done if during his party, he's dancing with Chucky? And it was not even like he's in the back corner about to go into the break room to take the
he
suit
was
off.
actually talking to kids.
He was like on the dance floor. One of the moms, as the cops is coming up, like, oh my gosh, do you want to get a cute picture with Chucky? So it was like an active thing going on.
And then one cop actually says, do we really want to do this right now?
He literally says, I think the cop behind him, not wearing the cam, says, you want to arrest him right now in front of the kids? And he just straight up says, yes, let's go. Get behind him. Make sure he doesn't run.
No.
They should follow those kids for the next 15 years, see how they turned out.
They're going to be messed up.
This, what you call it? No messing around with that cop. He means business. He's taking care of it right then and there.
He shouldn't be arresting Chuck E. Cheese. He should be working for ICE. Because he ain't going to be messing with anybody. Oh, I almost forgot. And that's where we're needing to get out of here. Going back, the United States, Trump put a terrorist label on all the drug cartels, on anything that comes that's affecting the United States with fentanyl.
As soon as drug cartel or drug gangsters are around the United States, they're considered terrorists. So we can.
And
it's a whole new law.
Even more, they're trying to push, which I don't know if I necessarily agree with or not. They're trying to push and say that since they are a terrorist organization, we can actually invade another country to wipe out a portion of the drug cartel.
So
go ahead.
Well, go ahead.
They just blew one of these boats up.
So that's what I want to talk about. So, like there's all these, there's ISIS, there's all these other terrorist organizations that are in the Middle East. We invade those countries to take out, those organizations. We could then effectively do the same thing with all these drug cartels that are actively poisoning United States citizens, that are actively trafficking human beings, all that kind of stuff,
crime and
causing problems. And did you see the video?
Yeah,
it's a camera from the military, and this thing just gets.
But once again, I think Trump's plan with that is that he wants everyone to see this video, and he wants them to see it. The drug cartels, the drug dealers, the people in charge, like,
don't try.
This is what's going to happen. And we have built up our Navy right by Venezuela.
Oh, really?
Where that came from. So with your point of us maybe being able to go in to a country, maybe that's why they're there.
But
now the White House just says we're just trying to show us,
which is right. It's the same exact type of thing when you're talking about the border. Border crossings went to almost zero, and all they did was they enacted laws to ensure that.
They've been doing the same thing that every president has done. Is deporting people.
They just publicized it, maybe?
It's just become publicized.
And they said, this is what we're going to do if you try to come, and then there's no reason for someone to come.
Well, I mean, hundreds and hundreds of years ago, you would have a guy be brought to the town center. He had stolen something from somebody. They cut off his hand.
In front of everybody.
So everybody would see it. So if you were a 5-year-old, 10-year-old, 8-year-old, 22-year-old kid, or 4-year-old guy, you're like, that didn't turn out too well.
I'm not going to try to steal.
That guy just lost his hand.
Or even a public execution, which is a lot, but it's the same principle.
It's
a very good point.
You cut off a guy's hand.
Not that we necessarily want.
No.
But I'm saying it was effective. That guy did something wrong. He loses a hand. Everybody else sees it.
I ain't going to do that.
Well, you're going to put a second thought in somebody's mind about that's probably not a good idea.
Well, all those other drug dealers and cartels are like watching that video.
Well, 12. They said that they confirmed that it was a drug vehicle. There was 12 members of the gang. I don't know what the gang's name is. I couldn't pronounce it if I even had it in front of me. And they were 100% confident there were no civilians, no children, no women. Like, they knew all the targets were part of the gang and all
I
that stuff.
understand that they had audio from that boat. So this must have been some kind of sting operation that they had some
They were able to plant
intel
something.
in it.
But you are right. I'm a drug guy, and I'm driving. My job was to drive the next boat the next night, and I saw that those 12 guys and that boat got just demolished.
Yes.
I'm like, sir, should we not take that boat tonight?
Well,
Like-
you also, that cartel or whoever is probably thinking, yeah, we lost 12 guys, but we just lost, $20 million of product or $200 million of product. That just got
Oh, they're
dumped
not
in the sea.
worried about the lives.
No, they're thinking about, I lost $200 million worth of product.
Yeah.
And those sharks have to be really...
They're buzzing.
Oh, they are wicked right now.
They're
It's bear shark. It's that cocaine bear. It's cocaine shark.
What about the whales?
Whales, fish, all of them.
They're not high. They're dead.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
But I don't ever want to see life being lost. But I know a lot of people are saying that it was pretty brash and wrong for him to post it. But I love the point you made.
That's why
That was the point. The point was to get
everyone
people
else
to understand.
realize we're not messing
We are
around.
not messing around. We are going to take you out if you try to bring drugs into the country. Joe can't keep his mic on today. You might as well just hold it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Accidentally smoke it.
Man, this is a little bit,
Yeah, it's a little different.
a little mild.
Yeah, it's Romeo and Juliet. It's tasting funny.
Very fuzzy today.
But yeah, he's not. So we'll see what happens. with that.
Sorry, gentlemen, to bring Trump back up, but I don't necessarily. Would you want them to invade a country to do something like that?
Well, but I mean, all those other countries. I feel like in one of the countries they were actually showed the government, kind of like our Congress. Did you see that video where they were fighting? Mm-hmm. And I think it was like some of them were standing up and saying, yes, we need to do something about it. And there's other guys like, and you could clearly tell by this video that some of the members of the government were probably being paid or on the side of the cartels, wanting to shut down. No, we don't need to do this. So whether those countries would actually want our help in stopping it,
Well, I would hope they would.
but what I'm trying to say
The
is,
cartel owns everything.
yes, they influence.
I remember 2 years ago, there was an election being held. I think it was Mexico. There was an election being held, and basically it was like our cartel member that was in our cartel run government official that was running the government at the time. He was owned by the cartel, and someone else, a gentleman, was running against him. He was getting close to winning, and they took him out. And then, like, they said, well, we need to rehold an election, and a woman was winning by far. And they were saying, like, we need to protect her. And there was like 3 attempts on her life.
Sure.
I don't know if they ended up getting her. It would be terrible if they did. But even like that, if you have your whole entire government system being
just being infiltrated.
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 So, but I would. We see terrorists as, ISIS or the Taliban or
Yes,
anything like
yes.
that, and we are used to wars in the Middle East. Like, if they're saying we're going to go do another war, I wouldn't want it, but I don't know if we would really balk an eye because we've been doing it for so long. I maybe have a different mentality in my head.
But
when
I
we're
don't
saying
think.
we're
I think
gonna go.
it's fine if we want to stop drugs from coming into the United States, like they did with this boat. But going into another country to stop a cartel gang, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't think that's necessary.
You don't think it's necessary. You think you can stop it right at the.
Yeah, you just make sure that the stuff's not coming in, and if they do come in, then they get arrested, they get deported, they get
blown up.
They get blown up or whatever, and yeah. But also to that point, supposedly Washington D.C., the cleanup there and the crime is still very low from Trump's cleanup, and extra police force and National Guard there, the presence of the National Guard,
This is causing.
and the mayor of I forgot her name. I think it's a woman. She actually signed some order or something saying that the National Guard and what Trump is doing can continue, and there's really no like deadline to it. Before there was a deadline to it.
60-day deadline.
Now I think it's kind of like, if I understood the news report that I saw. So another spot here where she's a Democrat, we got a Republican, obviously White House, and somehow they're kind of working together. And she has stated, yeah, the crime is lower and this is a good thing, and we should keep it going.
The mayor of Chicago or Baltimore, I don't know which one, said
Chicago definitely does not want Trump to come over there and help, and said the governor of Illinois said we're not going to ask him to come, and Chicago mayor is really like,
I don't know why you wouldn't want that.
well, yeah.
Is it because it's just opposite of what the White House is? It's just because they're a Democrat and the White House is Republican, and they need to just be different.
I mean, Trump literally said this past weekend that there was 72 people that got shot in Chicago over the weekend.
Oh, jeez.
And 11 deaths. So at some point,
You got to step in.
it's just it's not working. Whatever you're doing in Chicago is not working.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever we're doing, and it's not just Chicago, it's any of these major cities. We don't hear about shootings and killings that take place in Cleveland, which we're close to. But where we live here, 25 minutes south of it, there's no way it's not going to be on probably national news if there was 11 people that got killed in the city of Medina.
No.
It would be all over the news. But in these cities, it's just so common that it doesn't make the news necessarily.
And one thing that Trump said that I really liked is he says he has a responsibility to, not even just Trump, but the government in general has a responsibility to protect its citizens. They have a responsibility to keep whatever city they're controlling safe.
And law and order.
And if it's not happening, then something else has to step in. They need to change something.
It would be just nice if they could work together.
It would be very nice. It would be nice to see the shootings go from 72 to 0 to minimal. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like just
Yeah.
Fun fact about trying to smuggle something into the United States.
okay.
20 years ago, I was staying in Del Mar, California.
Did you try this?
It was just I had no idea what I was doing. We literally drove down to the border. You can walk across the border, go to Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
We had a beautiful lunch on the coast at a Mexican place. It was a gorgeous day. It was 75 degrees. Everything was beautiful. And on our way coming back to get through the border, I bought a $150 box of Cuban cigars.
Mm-hmm.
That was time Cuban
Cigars were illegal.
You couldn't do
you couldn't bring them to the United States.
Bring them in.
I literally bought them
anything
right
Cuban.
there, like 1,000 feet away from the gate. I paid $150. I was so excited. I got these beautiful Cuban cigars. I'm walking. I go right back up the gate, and the guy goes, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "What do you mean? What am I doing?" He goes, "You got this box full of Cuban cigars. You can't bring those across the border." I'm like, "You serious?" I just bought them. So I walked back to where I was. The guy wouldn't buy them back from me or for anything. So I just walked around on the streets and passed out Cuban cigars and then went home crying.
You had no idea that
to this day, I'm thinking they wouldn't even let me bring my Cuban cigars over.
But that was still when you didn't necessarily have to show a passport to go across.
We just walked. I mean, I looked like I was not allowed to come back to the United States, so they weren't going to give me a hard time.
That's so funny that you just. What's so wrong with that?
No,
Well, because Cuba
at the time,
the whole Cuban Missile Crisis.
or there was an embargo, right? Like, or something. You couldn't bring
You
Cuban
just couldn't do
cigars.
Yes.
At the time, it was. I know, like we heard about. Oh, you can't buy Cuban cigars.
I don't know. It's not an embargo, but there was a term for it
Mm-hmm.
where they just weren't allowed. Americans could not buy
And you just lost $150.
Cuban cigars, and Cuban cigars for the longest time were like the premier cigars. So people would want them.
Yeah, I was excited. I was bringing back a box full of cigars.
But ever since Kennedy
I was going to
and the whole Cuban Missile Crisis,
share them with my buddies, and then I couldn't even do it.
I don't know if that's true anymore.
No, they
They lifted that.
you can buy Cuban cigars now here.
Now, do you think the product is skewed to where that's not really the hot item. It's not as,
It's possible.
you know what I mean? Have other countries and have other products taken up that mantle as the premium product.
And you always want something that you can't have.
Yeah, that's true. It's very true.
That's always there's that fascination.
If I'd have given it any more thought, I could have just pulled the labels off. They wouldn't have known what I was.
They're just some sticks I got off a tree.
Or you could have put them in your wife's bag.
Got her in trouble.
Yes.
Sorry.
Hindsight's 2020. Now ex-wife.
Yeah.
She bought those cigars. I had nothing to do with it.
Honey, what are you doing? What are you
Don't you know that Cuban cigars are not allowed in the United States? That's funny.
Nobody we were with even figured it out.
That's a shame. We should go find that guy and get you $150 back.
That was a beautiful restaurant, too.
How much will those cigars be worth today?
Probably a bunch.
You should have figured out a way to get him in. You should have offered the guy four. Here, take a couple. And that's probably even worse. Now you're getting bribery. Now you're getting product smuggling.
I mean, what else are you not allowed to bring back on an airplane? Like, you can't bring fruit back.
Fruit.
You can't bring like an apple or an
From
orange.
any other country.
At all?
No.
I must know so little about travel.
Look, if you fly to Europe, that's one of the things that they have there that you can't bring back. Fruit, vegetables.
But I'm assuming
I think it's based on some kind of, they don't want
bugs,
pests, diseases, whatever coming
Makes sense.
over. But we bring in shipping containers full of
Bananas.
food all the time
Yeah.
because they probably spray them with something.
A lot of nasty pesticides. All the bugs. Oh, and those Japanese lantern flies. I don't know if anybody else in the country is having this problem. At my house, here, anywhere else I go, the Japanese lantern bugs.
Do you know what these
Do
are?
you know what these are? Are nowhere. I have not seen a single one around here. Where we work,
They're everywhere.
they are everywhere. They are creepy looking bugs. They're actually kind of beautiful when they're fluttering away because they're like spotted. They have a little red and
They
black
have little
to them.
Yeah. Lantern bugs.
They are everywhere, Joe. I'm driving and they are falling on me. They're landing on.
That's what it is. It is actually kind of.
Looks like a moth.
It's
that inside red you don't see until
they're flying.
Open it up.
And they're everywhere. And they're saying that it's an invasive species that's like killing crops because they were here last year, but I saw like 4. I see 4 every 5 seconds. They're just everywhere on the ground.
Yeah, they're an invasive insect that is a threat to plants, industries, and potentially pets in infested areas. And they were first found in the United States in 2014. Wow. They're a sap-sucking insect. So they suck the sap out of...
So do you have a lot by you guys because of all the wood?
Well, we think that it has something to do with the lake, because all around like the Cleveland area, I guess these things are there. And then, yeah, we do have one tree in particular back by where we sort that these things are all on it. So... But they're everywhere.
They don't sting or anything like that. But I'll be driving and it would land on my shoulder and it's just creepy looking and you know what I mean. It's just not. And they're saying to kill them on sight.
They say to kill them,
but you've got 50 of them in front of you. What are you supposed to do? They're just everywhere.
So we have one guy that's all he does is walk around the shop and
just smashes them,
killing the lantern
bugs. I feel bad for them.
Big fly swatter.
A shovel.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
It's the fun time of the year, football season.
Woo.
Fantasy football starting. Ohio State, baby. We're fans of Ohio State. They just beat Texas, the #1 seed. And
I'm not a big football person, so don't look at me when you're talking.
But high school football is in full force. That's
college.
Exciting.
NFL's about to kick off.
NFL's kicking off this weekend.
Would you say football is your favorite sport to watch and to be a participant
to watch? Yeah, I would say so. It's good. I could watch high school football, college.
It's all entertaining in and of itself.
I mean, the reason why I play fantasy football is because I'm a Browns fan, and
it's the only way to feel good.
Yes,
not a whole lot to watch.
And mark my words, give it a couple weeks, maybe 2 months. Paul is going to be very depressed.
Yes,
He's going to have all his Browns gear on, and he's going to be very depressed. He's not going to want to talk just because of the way the Browns are playing.
Well, I don't know. Joe Flacco's back.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll give it a go.
Good old Joe.
Every
He might
year.
come back and
The
But we're-
Browns,
but we're still paying,
the
what's his
Cleveland
face?
Browns that have not won a Super Bowl yet have
Ever?
no.
since Super Bowl's been in inception.
What
it's
the
not-
heck? Just give it to us out of pity.
Yeah, they've never won the Super Bowl. They've always put out a poor product, and yet they have a huge fan base
Huge.
all across the country. Like if you go to Frank, a friend of ours, goes to Myrtle Beach. He has a place down there, and during football season, there's Browns backer bars that you go there, and it's just filled with Browns fans.
Really?
Yes.
I got a buddy down in
What is
Florida.
going on?
Florida,
He
there's
says
Browns
they're
back.
filled with
California.
Browns.
What is going on?
And the Browns
It's because
can't.
a lot of people leave Ohio because they realize
Yeah.
the weather sucks.
Well, yes. So yes, you're right. And he goes once a year to an away game, and it's crazy. Like there would be just these tailgates.
Is it because of the hope that you have that they could do good?
Know. I really don't
Like
know.
you're very hopeful. You're looking forward to the potential wins. So that's
Well, I think that is very true. Everything's based on hope. I mean, I think we live our lives based on better days coming, better times are coming. There's hope. There's just hope.
But
we've
these
been-
are the good old days,
But
right
we've
now.
been hoping for the Browns for so long.
Yeah, I just don't think there's any other team or any other city that could have as poor of a team as we do, and have that big of a fan base. And we lost the Browns
They went away to Baltimore.
to Baltimore. We got a whole new team, and we still want that.
And Baltimore
I'm telling you right
won
now.
a lot since then.
Yes, they've won Super Bowl. They've been in the playoffs. It seems like every year. It's just crazy. It really is. I don't know what to say about it. But when the Browns do finally win the Super Bowl, Cleveland,
finally. You mean never?
Cleveland will explode.
That
There'll
would
be
be
a
crazy.
big party.
And especially if it was in Cleveland. Or do they do that? They don't pick a team of it's a random stadium every year.
They picked the stadium ahead of time.
But they picked the stadium ahead of time, so it could
Be.
possibly work that way, but it really never does.
But I think that
If the Browns build this new
stadium they could.
Yes.
new
I think
indoor-
that they have to have a certain. I knew somebody in my previous job that worked. They were a part of a company that they were like an event planner for these major things, fundraisers, nonprofits, and their job was to show these nonprofits, the Super Bowl, the World Series. We can host your thing in our city. We can host your event here. We can do it here. And I remember him saying, because someone's like, hey, you ever think, it was like a luncheon, you ever think the Browns will, the Cleveland will have a Super Bowl? And the guy's like, unfortunately, we can't. We can't house the people. We don't have the hotels. We don't have a big enough stadium.
But with this new stadium,
we might.
I think that would change. So,
Hey, thank you, gentlemen.
yes.
Do you have anything else to bring up?
No, I think we're good.
Thank you, everybody, for
As soon
watching.
as we stop, I'll remember a few things.
Yeah,
but-
that's how it always works. Like, comment, subscribe.
And as we keep hinting,
and
I
go
think-
Browns.
Go Browns.
Browns.
Go Browns.
I think that we got to do it soon. We got to get
we
with
do.
your expert on
The moon
NASA.
landing. The moon is right there in my vision, by the way.
Yes. And we need to talk about this conspiracy theory.
That we've not been to that thing.
I
Right there.
think everything that we've talked about has gone in the direction we've talked about. So maybe that this is the year for the Browns.
Oh, say it out loud. The Browns are going to win the Super Bowl.
Browns are going to
You heard it here first on Gents Talking Current Events.
Joe
Maybe
Flacco.
not this year, but
Joe Flacco.
stay tuned.
Well, thank
right.
you, everybody. Have a good night.